right, we're back now with some more 3D figures. This time we are doing volume. Okay, so what is volume? Volume is the amount of space occupied by a three-dimensional figure. Okay, so we just finished surface area. That was calculating just the outside portions of it. This time we're calculating everything, all the space that it takes up. And so the formulas are going to be pretty repetitive. And hopefully by now, since you've already done surface area, some of the parts of the shapes you should already know how to do. So starting with these two prisms, we're doing prisms and cylinders at the same time because they're kind of like the same idea. But let's do the first one. What shape is my base for this prism? Y'all should know this already. What's the shape of the base? It's a rectangle. Okay, it all goes back to 2D shapes. What's the shape of the second prism? That is a triangle. Remember, prisms and cylinders have two bases. How many bases? Two bases. Good. All right. What's the base of my cylinder? A circle. Okay, and so let's get started with the formulas. For a prism, volume is equal to the area of your base times the height of your prism. The area of your base times the height of the prism. It's the same for triangle. The only thing that is different is the bases are not the same. One's a rectangle and one's a triangle. And so let's do a little side work here so we already have it on our notes. How do you calculate the area of a rectangle? Who remembers? How do you calculate the area of a rectangle? The area of a rectangle is base times height. Okay? And then let's do, let me put a little asterisk. Let's do a triangle now. How do you calculate the area of a triangle? A regular triangle. What is that formula? The area of a triangle is 1/2 times your base times your height. Okay? And then for circles, I just go straight to the pies because this is the only shape that has pies anytime you're working with a circle. So what's the area of a circle? Do you remember? The area of a circle is pi r squared. And then you're going to do times your height as well. Okay. So make sure you have all the three formulas. Let me give you some time to write them down. And then we can get started. Okay. Starting with the prism. Now, I know there's 6 problems here, but I'm only going to do 3, okay? Because I believe that you can try to do the other ones and then just look at the answer key for it, okay? So starting with this prism, let's do the prism on the left. This is a rectangular prism. The base is a rectangle here, okay? And so the formula is that volume equals base, the area of the base times the height. So let's do our side work. Base times height for this rectangle. Sorry. All right, what are the measurements for the rectangle? This side is measured at 5. This side is measured at 3. So what is 5 times 3? 15. Let's plug it in here. Volume equals 15 times, what's the height of this prism? How tall is it? What's the height? What's the length between the two bases? 6. So 15 times 6 is 90. And for volume, it is cubed. Okay? All right. Okay, let's do the triangle prism. I'm going to pick the blue one. Well, for you, it's on the right. The right triangular prism here. Okay, same formula. Volume equals the area of the base times the height. Write the formula. And here's my base. It's this triangle here. So the formula for that is 1/2 base times height. Okay, so we're going to fill that in. Write the formula first. So looking at this triangle to get the area of it, what is the base length? The base of the triangle is 12. What's the height of the triangle? The height is 5. So when we calculate that, half of 12 is 6. 6 times 5 is 30. So your area is 30. Area of the base. Okay. Now let's plug it into the formula up here. So it's 30. And then what's the height of the prism? How tall is the prism? 9. So 30 times 9. That's going to be 270 meters cubed. There we go. Okay, that's the triangular prism. So notice how everything was the same except doing the side work for the area of the base is a little different since that's a rectangle here and this is a triangle. Okay. Let's do a cylinder. A cylinder. Which one do y'all want to do? Well, you can't answer me because obviously I'm not there. I say let's do this one since it already gives me the radius. This is the radius. This is the height. All right. So the formula for a cylinder is pi r squared times the height. Pi r squared times the height of the cylinder. Okay, plug it in, plug it in, plug it in. Pi times 3 squared times 4. And this one I cannot do in my head. I need decimals because there's pi in there. So let's go type it. Pi times 3 squared times 4. Okay, let's round. Well, I like this one because this one shows us that when you get to 9. Okay, so the hundredths is a 9, right? But after the 9, there's a 7. So what's the next number after 9 when you're counting? 10. So then that makes the 1 carry over to the 0. So your final answer is 113.10. Now, do you have to put the 0? No. On Delta Math, you don't have to. But on your exam, you probably will have to. So just always put the 0 just in case. But Delta Math doesn't matter. And this was centimeters cubed. All right. So you have an example of each. A rectangle prism, a triangular prism, and a cylinder. Okay. Now, if you want to see the answers for the other 3, I'll put the answer key in Schoology so you can just look at it. All right. Tomorrow you will do pyramids and cones. Okay. Tomorrow is pyramids and cones. If you want to get ahead by all means. Okay. Bye.